Spirit has a really potent question for you this month, Virgo. What haunts you? I know, that's a strong question, right? We just had the lunar eclipse conjunct the South Node in your sign. And Spirit is saying there is some profit, there is some gain to be had on reflecting on what haunts you. What, as they say, when you wake up at 3 or 4 a.m., what are the thoughts or the worries or the fears or the tapes that are playing? What shows up that needs to be brought into the light, that needs to be looked at. Spirit is showing me like the moon card, they're showing me the 8 of Swords. It's like, oh God, but if I feel this, if I allow myself to feel it, maybe I'll get swept away, maybe I'll never be able to recover, etc. And Spirit is like, actually it's the opposite. The more that you try to avoid this, the more that you try to like, la la la, it's okay, it was all in the past, it doesn't bother me anymore that those kids laughed at me when I got up in class and showed my diorama and now I can't show up on social media. Or whatever. What haunts you needs your attention, needs to, again, be brought into the light. The South Node it represents old habits, things that we've outgrown, comfort zones that no longer serve us. There may be some roles that you are used to playing that you have grown very tired of. And it's like Spirit is showing me like this costume is scratchy and itchy and ill-fitting and threadbare. It's time to throw it out. This certainly doesn't belong to me. And it's time to get rid of it. That's what I'm hearing. So you might be going through a bit of a metamorphosis in the month of April. And again, when the eclipses are in our own sign, it's always, it lets us know what time it is. And the time is, it's time to move. It's time to grow. It's time to shed. That's what's up, Virgo. All right, let's pull some cards. Let's get into the landscape of the month of April. I'm going to pull a persona card to see which aspects of you that Spirit wants to highlight for you in the month of April. And then we're going to get a look at the lay of the land, the past, the present, and the unfolding future, the climate that you're working with, potential outcome, your guidance from Spirit, and the key to unlocking the best of April for your highest good, always for your joy, security, contentment, fulfillment, abundance, your authenticity, more importantly. Okay, so in the month of April, Spirit for Virgo, please share with us what they need to know, the truth for their highest good. In the month of April, want to know what's showing up and how they can best show up, Spirit. Want to know your guidance about how to navigate the climate, the environment, the resources that they are working with. All right. Perfect. Virgo, month of April, Virgo Sun, Virgo Moon, Virgo Rising, dominant people, 6th house, dominant people. What do they need to know for their highest good, Spirit, in the month of April? Wow. Hey. Wow. Holy shit. Spirit is just always telling the truth. Let's jump right to this guidance. What is haunting you? 3 of Swords is in the guidance position. We need to look right at what is breaking our heart. And more importantly, with the 3 of Swords, what is separating us? What is separating us from people that we love, things that we want to do, places we want to go? Ooh, you have a beautiful reading here, and I feel like it's wonderful to report that the support and appreciation and even upliftment that you are looking for seems very much available to you here. So you are showing up as the Knight of Swords, Virgo. You might have some inconvenient truths to tell in the month of April, some changes that come that are, it's like you are setting changes into motion. That's what I'm hearing from Spirit is you have learned something and now you have to go forward based on what you know. And for some people, that's going to make them feel cut off or set aside or unseen. And perhaps some of you, as you're looking at what haunts you, it forces you to speak some truths out loud and make some adjustments in the way that you move. And that's how Spirit's putting it. Like Knight of Swords, Knights are in transition. They're neither where they started nor where they're trying to be. They're not at their destination yet. So you're on your way. And as you are on your way, you're going to be coming across some new people. And there's also some reunions forecast. That's what I'm kind of hearing. It feels, oh, I love this. Spirit is saying the more that you align with yourself, and this is true across the fucking board, the more that you align yourself, the more available soulmates become. And when I say soulmates, I'm not talking about like only the romantic love of your life. Although, yes, sure, that person may be among your soulmates, but I'm talking about friends. I'm talking about co-conspirators. I'm talking about siblings who feel like, oh, we've done this a million times before and we're going to keep doing this a million more times. People that really you feel you can be your whole self with, and you feel like you can actually be more of yourself, which is really important. That's what I'm hearing is like, it's not just, I like you just the way you are. It's like, I like you in all of your phases. I appreciate you even when you grew out of this thing that I liked about you. You used to be more of a people pleaser. It was so awesome because every time you came to my house, you brought croissants and coffee and this and that. But you've grown out of that and you're no longer a people pleaser. And I love you out of that phase too. You know what I mean? I don't just love you for the things you are able to give to me. So there may be some people that are falling out of your life that only love you because of what you're able to give to them. Does that make sense? You might be coming face to face with, I've been breaking my own heart. I've been keeping myself separate from places and people and ideas that I could fall in love with because I have felt unworthy or unseen or unappreciated. And that is only because certain people have been projecting what they wanted or needed onto you. And so now it's time to fucking listen to yourself and go your own way. Knight of Swords, to cut through any bullshit, even if it makes people uncomfortable, because you know that you need to move. So sitting in the past, Ace of Wands, brilliant idea, inspired idea, lots of like fired up is something that Spirit is saying. What are you feeling really fired up about? Again, that eclipse might have triggered something for a lot of you. And there's a lot happening in the month of March astrologically, so you're getting set up for a big year. And I would say don't ignore any brilliant ideas or inspirations or like things that you're really excited about. I really want to do this. I really want to try this. This is Ace of Wands type vibes. Ooh, this could be so cool if I would give it the space and the container that it needs, okay? Think about a spark. A spark could become anything. A spark could light a candle and light our way, or it could start a wildfire, or it could light up a fireplace and keep a bunch of people warm. There are endless possibilities of what to do with this little spark of an idea that you have. And a spark, as full of potential and possibilities as it is, as resilient and powerful as it is very delicate. It is very fragile when it is only a spark. It needs a container. It needs enough air. It needs a balance of space and containment. So where do you put your inspiration? Do you have a place for it? Do you wield it? Or do you try to snuff it out? Or do you set it aside? Or do you say, well, yes, but I have more important things to do? Could that be some of your Three of Swords? Spirit is bringing up a movie that I saw recently that I really resonated with, and perhaps some of you have either seen it or need to see it because it's going to bring this home for you, or perhaps it already has. The movie is I Saw the TV Glow. If you see it or have seen it, I would love to hear your thoughts. Would love, like love, love, love to hear your thoughts, to hear what you got out of it, to hear what it triggers in you. So there's your spiritual recommendation for the month. Following the Ace of Wands beautifully, in the present moment, the Magician. So, of course, these are general readings, Virgo, right? And every Virgo is different and they will make different choices and they have different resources available to them. But it looks like the majority of you will be grabbing your wand and wielding it like a magician. Yes, a magician grabs a magic wand. And the magician has in front of them the pentacle, the cup, the wand, and the sword. You have everything that you need. You have everything that you need inside of you to create change, which is something the Knight of Swords wants to do. Have that in common with the Fool, the Hermit, the World. Look at all this major arcana. It, must be eclipse season, right? Must be eclipse season. The Magician Spirit is saying, is asking you to individuate. And it's sitting right across from the Hermit, which is also the card of the individual, of following our own light, our own lantern. Despite what the world may think, the Hermit is shutting the laptop. I don't care what you guys are doing. I don't care what you guys are thinking. I don't care what you guys have to say so much about what I'm doing, as much as I care that I say it or that I do it. Follow your own light. Believe in yourself. Individuate. There are parts of you that are, again, outgrown and outmoded, and they're only holding you back, like a snake shedding its skin is something that Spirit is showing me. And there's no problem with that. That's a good thing. In fact, that's a sign of growth, not a sign of you're doing something wrong. It's the opposite. So if you feel uncomfortable or itchy in your current position or the costume that other people are trying to put on you, take that shit off, because that is your choice. This is your one wild and precious life as your name here. Your soul is eternal. You will have many opportunities and options and places to play, dimensions and planes, right? But this is your one shot as this version of you with these exact resources and this exact environment and etc. So make the most of it. Have fun with it is really important. Three of Swords, perfectionistic, tight, closed, cut off kind of energy. Have fun with it. Six of Cups sitting in your future. There are people who want to have fun with you. There are people who really see you and recognize you and will give back to you as much as you pour into them. Where I feel like there are some people that you've poured into them and given to them, and they're like, and more, hello, where are you? Give me more. And you're like, Jesus Christ, like you've wrung me dry. Whereas these other people are like, oh, I love this thing that you did. And like, have you ever thought about this? You're really good at this. Just pouring into you, pouring into you, pouring into you. So if there's someone that you have been wanting to or waiting to reach out, I would say reach out if you feel that inclination, and you may find that you're on the receiving end of that, that someone's been thinking about you and wanting to reach out to you, and then they finally do. So either way, looks very magical. It's great. You have this Ace of Wands, and then here on the Six of Cups, you have the person handing you the cup. So that's really cool considering you're the Magician with the wand and the sword and the cup and the pentacle. If we sort out these swords, no pun intended, we only need one, right? The Magician only needs one sword. Three swords fucks up the recipe. Too much thinking, too much analysis, too much trying to parse. Very South Node in Virgo. Very like, let's get rid of this dicing it up until we get it, like let's let it live. In the environment, a new adventure, the Fool. Let go of the baggage. Burn that little backpack and go forward without it, and believe that you can go forward without all of this like calculation and analysis. Like Spirit is using, they're giving me a phrase, and this is one of those times where it's like, oh Spirit, oh shit. It's like a cost benefit analysis, something like that. Some of y'all will know because it's coming out of your heads and not mine, because that is not my wheelhouse. But it's like kind of like you're doing like this constant calculating, and that's not serving you as much as, actually I should just move toward what my soul wants. And even if I don't become a best-selling author or end up on Broadway or whatever it is, even if the big like externalized version of my dream doesn't come true, am I living my dream? That's what's fucking important, not analyzing the external markers for whether it's happening, but the internal markers of like, am I excited? Am I moved? Am I meeting new people and going to places that make me feel seen and appreciated and like excited and passionate and enlivened, and like I'm getting smarter, I'm getting brighter, I'm getting more passionate, I'm getting more loving. That's what I'm hearing. Is there's this progress, and initiation is another word that Spirit is using, available to you. Sitting in the key position, the World, a new perspective that allows you to graduate to a new level. That's literally how they're putting it, as simple as that. A new perspective on these old swords. Spirit is, reminding me of something that I do when I am doing a banishing. If I need to banish a person or a habit or a substance or a whatever out of my life, one of the things that I do is write a letter to that thing. And the first part is like, thank you, person, substance, habit, whatever, for all of the really actual, like, thank you for being so much fun, thank you for blah, 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 igniting passion, da, 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 all the true, wonderful things that this thing that you're ready to get rid of gave to you at the time. Thank you for comfort. You know, you helped me not grow. You helped keep me really small when I was too scared to grow. So thank you for the tight container that I needed because I was too scared to grow up. And then the next part is, and this is why I need to go. This is why I need to let you go. I actually am ready to grow now, so I have to let go of the tight container of this relationship or this habit of hiding or fill in the blank, because I've got places that I need to go and be and do. So thank you for all the good times. Here's the reasons I need to go. Wish you well and goodbye. What did I learn from it? What did I gain from it? That's all I want to take with me. And that is something the Fool is an expert at. They are not carrying all the baggage, right? They travel very light. I have everything that I need. Magician, Fool, the World, the Hermit. I have everything that I need. And anything that I might need, I will find along my way. And I move like I trust that. And as you move like you trust that, you trust yourself more. And it's a self-fulfilling, positive, repeating cycle. I love this reading, Virgo. I'm very curious how you feel about it. Are some of you sorting through old pain? Are some of you like kind of cleaning out old wounds so that you can sew them up for good? Heal for good. That's what I'm hearing. Very curious to hear if any of you have feedback. Would love, love, love to hear it. Like if you liked it. Dislike if you did not resonate. That helps me know. And I thank you for being here. Subscribe if you vibe. And I hope I will catch you at the Saturday Live. Thank you for being here, Virgo. Till next time. Bye.